Have you ever noticed that no matter how hard you try, you can't completely stop your thoughts? Perhaps you have sat quietly for a few moments, determined to calm your mind, and for a brief instant, everything seems peaceful. Then suddenly a thought appears, a memory, a worry, a plan, a judgment, and before you know it, you have been carried away by a stream of thinking. I find it fascinating that most of us spend our entire lives living with thoughts, yet very few of us stop to ask a simple question. Who is aware of them? Not the thoughts themselves, but the one who notices them. This question lies at the heart of one of Mooji's most transformative teachings. And in my view, it has the power to change the way we experience our lives. Because the problem is not that we have thoughts. The problem begins when we believe we are the thoughts. Imagine a cloud drifting across the sky. Now imagine another and another. The sky never struggles with the clouds. It allows them to come and go. Yet somehow, as human beings, we have learned to identify with every cloud that passes through the mind. Our thought says, I am not good enough, and we believe it. Our thought says, something terrible might happen, and we believe that too. Our thought says, I should be further ahead in life, and suddenly we are suffering. But have you ever wondered why one thought can completely change the way you feel? Mooji invites us to look deeper. He suggests that the suffering is not created by the thought itself. It is created by our attachment to it. For a long time, this idea seemed strange to me. After all, thoughts feel personal. They feel like they belong to us. Yet when you observe carefully, thoughts simply appear. You don't schedule them. You don't invite them. You don't decide what the next thought will be. It simply arrives, and then another follows. If thoughts are appearing by themselves, then who exactly are you? This is where the teaching becomes interesting. Mooji points to something that is present before every thought, during every thought, and after every thought. Awareness itself, the silent witness. Right now, as you listen to these words, thoughts may be arising. Perhaps you agree. Perhaps you disagree. Perhaps you're wondering what this all means. Yet something is aware of those reactions. Something notices them. The awareness is not struggling. It is not anxious. It is not trying to become enlightened. It simply observes, quietly, effortlessly, always present. Perhaps you experienced moments when this witness became more obvious. Maybe while watching a sunset. Maybe during meditation. Maybe in the middle of a difficult situation when time seemed to slow down. For a brief moment, there was only awareness. No story, no struggle, just presence. Many spiritual traditions point toward this same discovery. But Mooji has a unique way of making it feel accessible. Instead of asking us to achieve something extraordinary, he invites us to notice what is already here. And this is why many seekers become confused. We think awakening means becoming a different person, a better person, a more spiritual person. But what if awakening is not about becoming anything at all? What if it is simply recognizing what has always been present? The witness is not something you create. It is not a future achievement. It is the awareness reading these words right now. I think one of the greatest sources of suffering comes from forgetting this. We become entangled in every passing thought, every emotion, every fear, every opinion, and life begins to feel heavy. But when we step back and observe, something remarkable happens. The thoughts may still come, the emotions may still arise, challenges may still appear, yet there is space around them. They no longer define us. Imagine sitting beside a river. Leaves float past on the surface of the water. Would you jump into the river and chase every leaf? Of course not. You would simply watch. Mooji suggests we treat our thoughts in much the same way. Observe them, allow them, watch them pass. Not every thought deserves your attention. Not every thought deserves your belief. And certainly not every thought deserves your identity. The more deeply we understand this, the lighter life becomes. Not because problems disappear, but because we stop carrying unnecessary mental burdens. A thought appears, you notice it, and instead of becoming trapped inside it, you remain as the witness, calm, open, present. Perhaps this sounds simple. In truth, it is simple. But simple does not always mean easy. The habit of identifying with thoughts has been practiced for years, maybe even decades. So be patient with yourself. Each moment of awareness is a step toward freedom. Each moment of observation weakens the grip of unconscious thinking. And little by little, a deeper peace begins to emerge. Not a peace that depends on circumstances, but a peace that comes from knowing who you truly are. So the next time a difficult thought appears, pause for a moment. Instead of asking, why am I thinking this? Try asking, who is aware of this thought? Don't rush to answer. Simply sit with the question. Observe. Notice. Be curious. Because the one who is aware of the thought is untouched by it. And perhaps that silent witness has been with you all along, waiting patiently to be recognized. Thank you for watching. And remember, you are not every thought that passes through your mind. You are the awareness that notices them. And in that recognition, there is freedom.